Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2021 Excellence in Surface Coal Mining Reclamation Awards. I'm Glenda Owens, Deputy Director of the Office of Surface Mining Reclamation and Enforcement. It's my pleasure to present these awards. Thanks to all for coming together in this virtual environment to honor and recognize the exceptional work done throughout the mining community. Over the last year and a half, we have had to navigate unprecedented challenges and adjust to these unusual times. We continue to see operators work to reclaim disturbed lands and make communities whole again. Your efforts have been instrumental in balancing our nation's need for energy and environmental protection. Before we get to the awards, I'd like to recognize our longtime partnership in presenting these awards with the National Mining Association, and ask its President and Chief Executive Officer, Rich Nolan, to share some remarks. Rich?
Thank you, Glenda. Good afternoon. I'm Rich Nolan, President and CEO of the National Mining Association. It is my distinct pleasure to be here with you today, even if it's virtually, to help recognize the industry's leaders for their excellent reclamation work and commitment to the communities in which they operate and live. The companies we honor today represent modern mining. The work of today's award winners has contributed to millions of acres of successfully reclaimed over the past quarter century. Successful reclamation and restoration of the land to productive use are achievements the mining industry excels at because of your leadership. Effective mine reclamation shows our nation's coal and mineral requirements can be balanced with excellent environmental stewardship. Effective balancing of these considerations at the very heart of today's approach to modern mining is essential. We are celebrating today's award recipients because they exemplify industry's firm belief that environmental stewardship is an industry imperative and a core requirement of any mining operation, with restoration planning underway even before mining begins. The work that goes on at the mine is unique. It continues for decades, in some cases employing generations of families. So collaborating with and caring for the communities in which we live and work is priority number one. Often, the very families who live near our mines are the same people we employ. So each and every miner is invested in leaving the land in the same condition, or even better, than when the mining first began. The companies we celebrate today understand that. My sincere thanks to OSMRE and the Department of Interior for continuing to recognize and encourage these great accomplishments in mining. And congratulations to this year's award winners. Today's honorees are shining examples of our modern industry and what modern mining can mean and does mean. NMA is proud to celebrate and highlight your achievements today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rich. And thanks for all for being here today to once again join us in honoring this year's award recipients. The Excellence in Surface Coal Mining Reclamation Awards are presented to coal mining companies whose projects achieve superior results beyond the reclamation requirements established in the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act of 1977 for returning a site to productive use after completion of mining, and that achieved the most exemplary coal mine reclamation in the nation. Past award recipients demonstrated a commitment to sound mining practices and effective reclamation plans that enhance beneficial post-mining use of the land. OSMRE has honored high-quality coal mine land reclamation since 1986. From the numerous nominations we received this year, and we received some great nominations, we selected two. One is for the National Award, and the other is for the Good Neighbor Award. To this year's recipients, on behalf of the Office of Surface Mining Reclamation and Enforcement and the Department of the Interior, sincere thanks for the hard work and continued commitment to restoring mined lands and protecting and supporting the coal communities we value. The work you do is extremely important and represents the best in active coal mining reclamation. So without further ado, we begin with the Good Neighbor Award. Good Neighbor Awards are given to mine operators in recognition of their outreach efforts to be better neighbors to surrounding communities while completing mining and reclamation. The Red Hills Mine in Choctaw County, Mississippi, has done an excellent job in bringing back a vibrant landscape by engaging local youth in tree planting activities, as well as Arbor Day celebrations. They also contributed Bermuda hay from reclaimed prime farmland to a local camp. Those contributions extended well beyond the hay. They helped the camp provide horseback riding experiences to children in the community, many for the first time. We commend the efforts of Red Hills Mine's engagement with youth and community residents in recognizing the importance of being stewards of the land and providing positive experiential opportunities.
The Red Hills Mine is required to reclaim the land they affect when removing coal, but the staff at the Red Hills Mine didn't think just reclaiming the land would be enough. Instead, they give back to their community, local schools, and charities in the process. The Red Hills Mine in Mississippi began development in 1998 and started lignite removal and delivery in 2002. Annual Red Hills Mine coal production is approximately 3.2 million tons per year. This mining activity is immediately followed by the reclamation of 100 acres of land annually. And in 2009, they started celebrating Arbor Day.
As a coal mine, throughout our reclamation, we plant hundreds, thousands of trees every year. So we thought it would be appropriate in the leadership at the time, we should celebrate Arbor Day here at the coal mine.
They celebrate by inviting local elementary school students to plant trees and learn the importance of land stewardship.
I think the students, they've heard of coal mining just because they may know somebody that works there. We live in a really small town, but they don't know what goes on there. So they're able to see the machinery, they're able to see the digging of the coal, but then they're able to see what they do afterwards. They're able to see the restoration, how pretty the land is after they get done. And it's really mind-blowing to all the kids to see all the different machines and the levels there, and even to the adults.
Red Hills Mine mines through farmland as well. But first, they transplant the prime farmland to reclaimed areas, then plant Bermuda hay in the transplanted fields. With over 500 acres of prime farmland topsoil growing Bermuda hay, instead of discarding it, they decided to donate the hay to a local camp.
You know, if you translate what a load of hay does for the mission of French Camp Academy, it's pretty unique. You're not just feeding horses, and it's not just a transaction, but you're providing a horseback ride sometimes for the very first time to a young person. But it's translating into kids gaining confidence, getting experience that otherwise they may never have. You know, we're working with young people that are coming sometimes from some very traumatic situations. And so those horses are a critical part of weaving healing in those young lives. And so it goes way beyond just a delivery of hay. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing.
The Office of Surface Mining, Reclamation and Enforcement's 2021 Excellence in Surface Coal Mining Reclamation Good Neighbor Award is presented to North American Coal for the achievements and stewardship at the Red Hills Mine, Ackerman, Mississippi.
Well, thank you, Director Owens. Thank you to the Office of Surface Mining for this truly tremendous recognition. I think the Good Neighbor Award in particular means a lot to us because it ties in so well to one of our most core values, which is trying to be as good a neighbor and provide as much benefit and to improve our communities. You know, I look at the video that just played, and when I attend these Arbor Day events and I look at pictures of past events, because we've done this for years, the one thing that strikes me on those pictures is just the number of Red Hills employees that are there. And it's not just who you might expect. It's not just managers and a couple environmental people. It's literally everybody. It's people from production, from maintenance, from engineering. And it highlights to me kind of the spirit of our employees and how much buy-in there is across our company to doing as good a job as we can to provide benefit for our communities. And I like to say, like Rich said, that we've got the best incentive in the world for doing our reclamation and doing our job here at the mine to the absolute best of our abilities. And that is, we live here. You know, we are the neighbors to this mine. We're breathing the air around this operation. We're fishing downstream of this operation. It's our kids, it's our grandkids who are coming out to plant a tree and to learn about the importance of forestry. It's potentially somebody we know who is benefiting from these tremendous organizations that we partner with through the hay donation. So again, I want to just thank the OSM not only for this award, but also for your great work at recognizing not only us, but other mining companies who are out there truly trying to do the best job they can and do the right thing. So I gladly accept this award on behalf of Mississippi Lignite Mining Company, on behalf of North American Coal, NACO Natural Resources, but in particular, on behalf of every employee of the Red Hills Mine who works as hard as they can day in and day out to do the absolute best job they can and being the best neighbor we can. I also want to particularly highlight and thank members of our environmental department, both in the past who got these programs going and now who do the hard work year after year of coordinating these programs. So I'll conclude by saying simply, thank you.
Thank you, Matt. And congratulations to the dedicated staff of Red Hills Mine, Mississippi Lignite Mining Company, and North American Coal on receiving the 2021 Good Neighbor Award. Your efforts to educate and improve your community are appreciated. And I can just say, just based on your comments that you just made, I truly, you shine through as a good neighbor, an exemplary of this award. So thank you very much for your efforts. So next we have the National Award. National Award winners are recognized for developing innovative reclamation techniques that achieve exemplary mining and reclamation throughout the country. The recipients complete reclamation that results in outstanding on-the-ground achievement in a specific aspect of reclamation or overall performance that exceeds the goals in SMRE. This award program has resulted in state and federal regulators not only recognizing outstanding reclamation methods and techniques from award-winning operators, but also in providing a catalyst for the transfer of new or innovative technology for wider use by other coal mine operators nationwide. Past national award winners have included operators who use innovative geomorphic reclamation techniques, improved soil and vegetation protocols, and created high-quality environments which enhance features for wildlife. This year, our national award recipient, Luminant Mining Company, is recognized for its exceptional reclamation work at the Monticello Winfield Mine in Mount Pleasant, Texas. Luminant utilized environmental research and innovative reclamation approaches to increase prime farmland, enhance post-mine water quality, and increase the acreage of water features by nearly tenfold. We commend Luminant for its extraordinary reclamation accomplishments.
Mining activities began at the Monticello Winfield Mine in 1974, 3 years before the passage of the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act, or SMRE. During the 47-year operation, Monticello Winfield Mine produced an estimated 280 million tons of lignite, providing affordable and reliable electricity to Texans. Located in Titus County, H area is in the southern portion of Monticello Winfield Mine. The pre-mine landscape was typical of northeast Texas, with gentle rolling terrain with a mixture of pastureland and forested areas. The soils in H area were categorized as poor and exhausted from years of farming and neglect, with over 50% of the area having a high clay content. After evaluating the overburden and determining that a mix of materials would create a physically and chemically superior post-mine soil composition, the team got to work. Using a dragline to replace the soil and low ground pressure dozers to grade it, the site was left with a far superior soil composition and reduced production costs by $24 million. In cooperation with the Natural Resources Conservation Service in developing soil series for post-mine soils in Northeast Texas, Monticello Winfield was able to increase prime farmland on H area by 13%. That's not where they stopped though. At the Monticello Winfield mine, the team also examined water quality. The water quality leaving H area is better than the undisturbed water entering the area. The final 418 acres of H area went from 9 acres of water features to almost 97 acres of water features. These waters have a post-mine functionality assessment improvement of 10 points over pre-mining. Luminant has a long-standing tradition of demonstrating superior environmental stewardship. Nowhere is this better displayed than with the release from bond of the final 418 acres of H area at the Monticello Winfield mine. Luminant's standard and ordinary best management practices during mining and reclamation used throughout the life of the mine have produced extraordinary results that are better and more sustainable than pre-mine conditions. This is why Luminant Mining and the team at the Monticello Winfield mine received the 2021 Excellence in Surface Coal Mining Reclamation National Award.
Hello, I'm Kurt Morgan, CEO of Vistra, Luminant's parent company. It is a great honor to accept this prestigious National Reclamation Award on behalf of our company and the dedicated employees who restored the Monticello H area mine to its current beautiful, productive, and environmentally sustainable condition. The award is a testament to our long history of applying sound science and agricultural practices in our mine reclamation efforts. These standards have been a source of pride since we began lignite mining in 1971. I'd also like to thank the OSM and our state regulatory authority, the Railroad Commission of Texas, for the critical roles they play and their commitment to the Spirit of Surface Mining Act. Collaborative efforts between federal and state agencies and industries like ours accomplish great things and truly can strike a balance between protecting the environment and the nation's need for safe and reliable energy sources. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is Cynthia Voda-Pivic, also from Vistra, parent company for Luminant. I just wanted to also say a couple words following Kurt's speech there. We're certainly honored to be presented with this award that showcases how important it is for our company to work with our partners and agencies to restore our mine sites to an even better condition after use. As you saw from the video, we certainly pride ourselves on that. And we take pride in our reclamation efforts. And we also want to thank the Office of Surface Mining for recognizing the efforts of our dedicated employees, especially those on our environmental and reclamation teams throughout Luminant. Thank you very much for your support and for this award.
Thank you, Kurt and Cynthia, for your comments. And congratulations to the staff and engineers of those on the ground of Luminant Mining Company at the Monticello Winfield Mine. You can be proud of the exceptional results you've accomplished to revitalize the landscape. From wetlands to forested areas and pine farmland in between, your work truly demonstrates what reclamation can and should look like. Just looking at those beautiful photos of the landscape, the forested areas, and the glistening water brought back was just demonstration of how well deserving you are of this year's national award. I want to thank you for your attendance, all of the participants on today. I want to thank you for your attendance at today's 2021 Excellence in Surface Coal Mining Reclamation Awards. As you can see, our recipients this year are more than deserving. We appreciate you joining us and recognizing these extraordinary achievements that go beyond what's required. to advance clean and beautiful landscapes and help ensure healthy and vibrant communities. Again, congratulations to this year's recipients.